Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bethany Empowers Tarot. I am Bethany, and we are going to do, I guess it's like the word I was hearing was transition. So like a transition reading. So we're in a time where lots of things are changing and shifting and moving. The sun just entered Capricorn, so we're in Capricorn season. We just entered winter on the 21st, and then now we're coming to the end of the calendar year. Because I am recording this the day after Christmas. So happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas and happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. I'm sending you guys so much love and happiness and joy. And, people tend to have a lot of feelings around this time. Winter kind of puts us into our hibernation, reflection, slowing down, going inward mode. And the end of the year tends to put everybody, and the beginning of the year tends to put everybody into this like fresh start. And what am I letting go of? What am I releasing? What am I stepping into? What are some new things I want to do? Some new habits and patterns I want to form. So we're going to look at what areas of our life are being highlighted right now with this energy, with this Capricorn energy, winter solstice, New Year energy, and all of that. Also, Christmas is, I believe, really a pagan holiday. It's, the winter solstice to me is more representative of, I guess, how we celebrate Christmas. So why did I say that? I don't know. Now I'm losing my train of thought. I think I lost some people with that. Regardless of what you believe, the energy is there. And I think everybody just translates it or, interprets it differently in their own unique way. And that's totally fine. You're welcome to agree or not agree with whatever I say. So we're going to look at what areas of our life are being highlighted, what we're manifesting with these cards, and then I will pull some tarot cards. So let's get into this one first. So this is my butterfly oracle cards for life changes. So let's see what is being highlighted around this time. Gracefully aging. Beautiful. Seeking and finding. Okay. And self-care. Yeah. Didn't think the self-care came up in the last reading that I did. The last one that I posted for, what was the theme of that one? I don't remember. So still kind of a similar energy if you want to go back and watch that video, because it was a lot about self-care. What I'm getting with these cards, gracefully aging, to me feels like letting go of control and just surrendering to divine timing, to how things are supposed to happen, not trying to control things. It really feels like surrender, gracefully aging. Seeking and finding, along with the self-care card. Oh, got hair on my hand. I do want to pull some more cards about that, but I kind of feel, what am I feeling? Seeking and finding feels like being in the unknown and being okay in the unknown and not knowing. And I'm seeking and finding out all at the same time. Like there's no, like I'm not telling myself this is how it should be, this is how it will be. It's more about, okay, I'm looking at what am I seeking? Like, what am I wanting to create? What am I desiring? And then letting the universe show you without this like pre-planned, predetermined plan, and just going with the flow. It just feels like very much going with the flow. And the self-care card is I was feeling like a very specific message too about like maybe you're seeking and you're finding new self-care practices, habits, right? Especially maybe with you're getting older and you're feeling it too, right? Maybe in your body and you're reaching an age where you have to take care of yourself differently. I mean, we go through many stages where that happens, where we get older and our bodies change and they need different things. We need different things than we did when we were younger, and so it's about all of that as well. But it's also about I feel like the overall like bigger picture message was what I was saying, which was like surrendering and letting go of control and allowing yourself to just be open to the process and letting yourself letting your needs change as well. So like being okay with changing your mind, being okay with saying, well, yeah, that is what I wanted, even if it was just a week ago or a month ago or last year, but now it seems like I want something different. And you're going to find that as you allow yourself to change and shift and grow, it's almost like you're jumping timelines to kind of like see which one fits, like which one is really for you. I might be talking to some people might be watching it who are tend to maybe be a people pleaser or to do what other people expect of them rather than what they want to do. And so you're kind of like jumping timelines or like looking at different trajectories for yourself and seeing like which one is in alignment with like the path of least resistance for me too feels like gracefully aging. Like as I get older, like what is actually better for me? Like I may have had these ideas about what I wanted to do in the past when I was younger, but things have changed. New things have entered my life, or I've changed, right? Um, I've transformed, and now I have to take care of myself in a different way. And it's like letting yourself do that and be that, and not being afraid to seek and find new avenues or new relationships or new people that match that for you. It's like being very unapologetic. Look at this. First quarter moon in Sagittarius, believe in your good luck. I feel like that came up in the last reading too. So definitely go and watch the last reading that I posted. What was it? It was the full moon reading. Yeah, honor your feelings. First quarter moon in Pisces and new moon in Libra. You are loved. Know you are loved. So definitely you're honoring your feelings and how you feel. And Pisces is the very last sign. They're known to be very like wise, the very high priestess energy, seeing things and understanding things that maybe not everybody can or will, and allowing yourself to, where was I going with that? I just totally lost my train of thought. I don't know if that's okay. So with the gracefully aging card and the way that I keep like losing my train of thought, this could be something where maybe you want to take something from memory, or you want to, maybe there's something that you can do or take or like practice, like strengthening your memory. Um, and again, it's like, it's not to like, you don't want to shame yourself, because it feels like it's more so just like with age, maybe you're not feeling as mentally sharp, or you're just like, you have a lot going on, to whereas like when you were younger, you just were able to remember things, or I don't know, something to that effect, something about your mind too. When it comes to gracefully aging and just like the losing the train of thought kind of thing. Um, that could be a message for somebody. So believe in your good luck. And these are both first quarter moons, and this is the new moon. So any of these, Sagittarius, Pisces, Libra, you could have, these are significant signs in your chart or somebody else's chart around you. Doesn't have to be, just might be confirmation for people. I'm noticing that they have the same symbol. I think this is the crown chakra symbol. You could be getting downloads too. Another thing with the memory and losing your train of thought, you could be opening up new gateways and pathways within your crown chakra, like abilities, like in order to channel or receive guidance. And so you may lose your train of thought because, again, you remember when I said something about jumping timelines, like, or changing trajectories? Your mind might be able to, maybe, I mean, your mind, see how I just did that? Your mind might be able to like jump and shift from like one message to the next. And like you have all these like things and all of the stimuli and all of these messages coming through at once. So I think it is also reminding you to like honor how you feel too. Like if you're feeling overwhelmed or overstimulated, um, and that is like part of the message too about taking care of yourself. Um, because I feel like there might be some people who are like judging themselves or not seeing it as like what it really is. Like you're more so like, oh my God, am I going to have Alzheimer's or dementia or what's wrong with me? Like I just feel that kind of like, what's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. You're just kind of you're a little bit more open. Again, with the seeking and finding card, like that's a very open, expansive energy. Being open-minded, growth mindset, things like that. And because of that, your crown chakra is more open, and you may have an overactive crown chakra as well. So maybe it's balancing that out too. Make sure you balance it out every day so that you don't become overwhelmed or depleted energetically by other people's stuff, because you could be getting messages for other people, not just for yourself, right? It's like what I'm doing here as a tarot reader, right? Like you may have these abilities as well. And I think we all do have them. It's just a matter of how open you are to them and how willing you are to like trust them and listen to them. Um, with the self-care card too, right underneath it, the know you are loved. This is like taking care of yourself. Like, how do you feel loved? Give that to yourself. Allow yourself to receive. Like, do that for yourself, and don't stand for less than what you know you need in order to feel loved, right? And that's top tier self care. Honoring your feelings is also top tier self care. Again, that's like the shifting and changing. You may seek something and then you find it, and then you realize, oh, this isn't actually what I wanted, or it's only partially what I wanted, or wow, I wanted this thing because it was actually like an ego, like my ego was needing it to fill some kind of void, right? And you're realizing, okay, maybe that's not actually what I need or want. Or again, it's like you're testing out these like different trajectories and timelines. Like, oh, if I go in this direction with this person or with this situation, it's going to be like that. And then you can feel yourself getting these messages about like, this is how it will be. And then you're feeling into it and you're like, well, I don't think I actually want that or like that, right? And there was a part of me that wanted that, but it was only on the surface level, right? And so um, I'm also getting to, with the gracefully aging card, like this, when it comes to maybe it's a relationship as well. I'm just getting this message about you could be aging, like getting older or maturing in a relationship and realizing that you're not aligned with the same person anymore, and you're needing to take care of yourself, and you're seeking and finding ways to take care of yourself, and you're realizing it's kind of pulling you away from somebody else. But it doesn't feel like it's not painful, because like with the good luck card too, like in the Sagittarius energy, because we just came out of Sagittarius season 2, and now we're in Capricorn. So it's like whatever happened in Sagittarius season is now like we're going to be able to solidify that with the Capricorn energy, because it's an earth sign. It's a very committed, loyal, stable sign who's like very work ethic, like um, willing to go after what they want, almost to their own detriment sometimes, like being a workaholic. So just be careful. Like again, like take care of yourself during this time too, as you transition, because now it's like all those things in Sagittarius season I was feeling was like Sagittarius is very wanderlust and um, you know a free spirit kind of energy. And now anything that you realize that you desired during Sagittarius season, because that season was also about what are we wanting to focus on, because Sagittarius is about good luck. It's ruled by Jupiter. I did a Sagittarius Jupiter reading as well that you can go watch, because it feels like these are all connected. And so what was I saying? See, I just did it again. um yeah, I just like can jump from like one thing to another, and I just keep like saying, like, you're gonna find that I think you're gonna be able to follow different things, or multiple streams of consciousness almost. Like, I mean, we're all one, I guess, stream of consciousness, but like maybe we are, but we aren't. I don't know how to explain that, but it feels like we are, but we aren't. Anyways, multiple thought processes. You're going to be able to hold space for yours and a lot of other people's as well, and like all these unique and different ones. So, Sagittarius is the archer, going after what you want, hitting your target, hitting your mark. So we figured out what it was that we wanted during that season. Now in Capricorn season, it's like solidifying it into the 3D, into the physical world, actually allowing it to come through. Okay, I'm going to put these back. Now I'm going to get some tarot. All right, which deck do I want to use first? I think I'm going to use my new deck. This is Christina Ricci's deck. I got from a friend of mine. Shout out to you if you're watching this video. You know who you are. And yeah, we're going to see what else we need to know about this time in our life of transition. All right, we have the 6 of Cups. So the 6 of Cups is about nostalgia, things from the past. It feels like if you look at like it's like she feels a little off balance, or like you might be feeling a little confused. I'm feeling confusion, or almost like in a time warp. I heard time warp. And then I was like hearing the Rocky Horror Picture Show in my mind. Let's do the time warp again. Interesting. Okay. What is this about? What's this like time warp? Again, it's like this very, you might feel like you wake up and you're in a completely different mindset, or like timeline. I just keep hearing like timeline, right? And so I was hearing time warp. Like you might be feeling that you wake up and you feel completely differently. Like, again, what if you are with somebody, you wake up and you look at them and you're like, oh my God, like I'm not in love with you, or this is not my person, or I'm not attracted to you. And literally just yesterday or last week I was, right? And it's like you're feeling like this very weird shift where the things around you are basically the same, but not. It's like they're the same but not. There's like this time warp. It's like almost like you have jumped forward in time and you can see or feel the future, and you realize, oh, this person isn't actually my future, or this job isn't actually my future. What am I doing? Right? And it's making you question things like what you should be doing. Look at that. Yeah. See the star? That's Aquarius energy. Aquarius is very much about, Aquarius energy is good at holding space for everybody, for humanity, for, they're very humanitarian, while also remaining detached, which means they can hold their own. It's a fixed sign. So they can be individual and themselves while also seeing and feeling and holding space for everybody else's as well, everybody else's unique expression. That was Aquarius energy I was feeling a little bit earlier when I was talking about that. Temperance, there's that Sag energy. Okay, we have the 9 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles. What are you holding on to? I feel like I want to do that. Something about holding on to something from the past. And that's why you're feeling a little bit like in a time warp, because it's like you've jumped and you're in the future. This is going to sound so off the wall and strange, I know. You've jumped and you're in the future, as in, here's what it is. Your energy is in the future, as in you feel it in your body, in your aura, in your energy, yet physically you're not in the future. So physically you're realizing what needs to leave because you can feel that you don't have a connection or tie to that thing or person or situation anymore. And you're so like energetically you're in the future and you can feel it. You feel different, but the rest of you around you hasn't changed, and it's the reason this is happening is to show you what needs to leave, because what's not going to be in your future. So this time warp is happening for that reason. The 9 of Wands is about perseverance, and it's about like almost being to the end of this cycle. So the reason that it's happening is because they want you to realize that you're almost at the end of it. The reason you can feel this energy right now and this time warp and how you've like jumped forward energetically but not physically yet is to help you understand that it's almost time there. The physical is almost catching up. Maybe we'll get some timeline questions, but I don't know because it'll be different for everybody. And with the Temperance card, it's like until that time, until the physical meets the energetic world that you're in, the energetic state that you're in, until the physical catches up with it, this is like just keep balancing out, just keep doing the emotional balance that you need to do, the alchemy as it comes to you, as the work comes to you to do. Yeah, see, the Eight of Pentacles, that's about work. It's about putting in the effort and it's like I'm hearing, what's it called? Oh my God, what's that saying? Chop wood, carry water. Just keep going through the motions of getting yourself prepared there physically, because energetically it's already there. It's already manifested for you. It's already there. There's just a little bit more work to be done. Queen of Swords. This is about remaining detached. Very Aquarian energy, like I was saying. Remain detached emotionally from the things that you maybe are noticing you're attached to. Maybe that's what it is too, is like you're noticing where you have been emotionally attached to things that are actually just like, what am I trying to say? The reason we are attached to them is because it's coming from a childhood nostalgic like place. Like just because I've known this person for a long time, or just because they've been in my life for a long time, just because I've been at this job for a really long time, or I've lived in this house for a really long time, it's like, but however, just because that is the case doesn't mean that that person, situation, home, job, is going to be what you need in the future. And it's like allowing yourself to age out of these specific things that might be changing for you. Yeah, the Ten of Swords, this is about a painful ending. This is also cutting off things too, right? With the Queen of Swords, right? She's wielding her sword right here. She's willing to put these swords into the backs of the situations and people that no longer need to be there, because she's realizing, and she's realizing this because it's meant to go. And you're going to find this beautiful detachment from it, which, I don't want to make it, this is not to, if you're feeling very emotional, then you're still in a healing process and you're not necessarily here yet where what I'm talking about. If you can let go of things with like this very clear, like this person, this situation, this job, this place was a season and a reason, right? It needed to be in my life for a reason, and now the season is over. And if you're not in that place and you're very emotional about it and you're like, you have some healing to do still. So, and that's not to judge or to shame or anything. It's like we're all in on our own journey. And so this is for those of you who feel that detachment, who feel that balance emotionally, like no matter, I'm okay. Like I'm okay if this thing ends. I'm okay if I leave, if this person leaves, and it's like being able to honor that person or situation or whatever and say like they had a very positive, significant role in my life, and now it's time to move on, and just being at peace with it. King of Cups, yeah, see, this is being emotionally mature, knowing how you feel and not being afraid to honor that, to put yourself first, but to also realize that sometimes cutting other people off, even when they're not ready, like you may be in this very beautiful detached energy, but other people may not be. And you are demonstrating to them how it is possible to be in that energy of, we just aren't supposed to be together anymore. We just aren't supposed to be here anymore. I'm just not supposed to be at this job anymore. And it doesn't have to be painful. It doesn't have to be, you know, I guess just painful. It doesn't have to be painful. It doesn't have to be any of those things, because you can see the bigger picture. You can see that you're going to be okay no matter what. And that's usually why we get attached to certain things or people, is because we think that we can't live without this thing, or what am I going to do without this thing or this person? And so you may be in this energy, but other people that you are leaving are not. And that is a clear indication also that that's why, right? That they're not in that the same healing energy that you are. They haven't done the same healing work. They're not in that same mental space, that same energetic space. That is what it is showing you. It doesn't mean that they won't get there eventually, but who knows where you will be. And it's almost like you're okay with that. You're like, I don't know. You're literally in this place of, I don't know. The unknown is here, like, and I'd rather be in the unknown than what is known, right? Than what is the Six of Cups, which is what is known. I'd rather be in the unknown than what is known, because what is known has been, has kept me asleep, has had a lot of pain. I've had to, has had a lot of emotional baggage and attachment that for a long time, whoever's resonating with this has felt like, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to carry this. I don't need this. All this stuff I've taken on from family, from the people around me, from society, like I could always feel that this wasn't me and this wasn't how it was supposed to be, but I did it anyway because everybody else expected me to be in that same energy because that's where everyone else was. And now you're not afraid to just step out on your own and be okay, just saying, yeah, I get it. You feel that way, but I don't. And I'm okay with the change. I'm okay with stepping into the unknown, regardless of how everyone else views it. Yeah, Nine of Swords. That's the Nine of Swords into the King of Cups feels like knowing how you feel, but being, I mean, and the King of Cups very much too is about not showing how you feel. And this is about sleepless nights, like worrying that I know that this is how I feel and this is what I have to do, but I'm scared, I'm worried, right? And it's because of, you're going to cause other people to have this emotional reaction. That's really what it is. It's about how, it's not because you're afraid of what you're stepping into, because you already know that you're going to be okay and that whatever happens is meant to happen. It's about, I'm going to be creating some conflict, chaos, or some pain for other people. So you showing up as the King of Cups, regardless of gender, is knowing you have a responsibility to yourself, but also to other people who you're connected with. And other people are watching you do this. Like, you are going to be a catalyst for people. And it's about owning that and not being afraid of that part of you that is the truth teller. That is very Aquarius, the truth teller, the truth seeker, and the truth teller, and the unapologetically saying, this is how I feel, and I'm not apologizing for it because I have nothing to apologize for. If you're not intentionally attempting to hurt somebody and you're being honest and open with them about how you feel and what you desire and what you want, and if it's not matching up with what they want and what they desire, or you guys just can't seem to get on the same page, there's nothing to apologize for. And I think somebody needs to hear that. Okay, I'm going to pull a few more tarot cards. I got this other new deck that is really cool. It's like a beginner's deck where if someone's learning the tarot, and it has like the meanings on it, but I also liked it because it has, oh look, the devil, Capricorn. But it has like the chakras, the planet, the sign, it has a yes or no, the earth here, it has what it means in reverse as well. And then this one has a saying, I will confront and overcome my limitations. Perfect. I'm going to leave that one out. This is about addiction, materialism, trapped in bondage, dependency, discontent, excess, powerlessness, limitations, and restriction. So this is what is Capricorn energy is showing us. The Capricorn season is showing us. Also, don't look at I'm just going to do that because I realized that This is the Rider-Waite, so there's naked pictures, but they're tiny, so I don't know if you can see that. Okay. All right, let's see. What else is Capricorn energy helping us see? Capricorn seasons helping us do and see and let go of. The Knight of Pentacles. Consistency, practical, reliable, efficient, patience, strong will, improvement, determination, responsible. So it's helping us see where we want to stay committed, who we want to stay committed to, where we want to stay committed at. And like the gracefully aging too is kind of just like not feeling like you need to constantly go and like shiny new thing. It's like, no, like I'm okay with just like, again, chopping wood and carrying water, having a routine, having consistency, laying roots somewhere and going slow and allowing it to be that process that it's supposed to be, being responsible. Like that feels good. Not being reckless and impulsive and, making decisions on the fly. And it's like feeling into things and not like getting swept up in things that are not based in reality. Yeah, the world. Fulfillment, harmony, completion, integration, achievement, sense of belonging, travel, unity, wholeness, and celebration. Oh, shoot. I don't have. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to do that. I don't want in trouble. Okay. This one says, I have found my place in this world. Yeah. Like you finally feel at home with yourself. You feel complete. You feel whole and complete on your own without anybody else. And I think that is the thing. It's like once you get into that place, look at that. We have the Sun card, which I'm going to cover with this. I'll leave that here, but I'll put that there. You feel whole and complete. And the Lovers at the bottom, which is about a choice. All the naked ones, I swear. Of course, all the cards that I need to cover with all the naked people are showing up. Okay, I digress. So when you feel whole and complete on your own, you then start to notice where other people are not in that same energy. And there's a dependency, right, on you, or you used to have one on them. And it was like, perhaps also you've always been whole and complete. And like I was saying, it was like this part of you that knew, no, this isn't actually me, but like I start showing up this way for other people. I start being codependent for other people because I'm taking on their energy and I'm projecting. I mean, some of you might be projectors in human design, and we're just very susceptible to other people's energy, and that's that people pleasing energy. And it's like once you are like, no, wait a minute, I'm gonna take a step back. What's mine? What's theirs? I feel completely whole and complete on my own, and I don't need anybody, but I want to share with certain people who are in that same energy. And it's like that's what you're realizing. So it's like the saying yes, the happiness, triumph, festivity, optimism. This is how you feel. Like literally you are in this like whole and complete, happy, joyful, optimistic, fun. You're in your truth. You're feeling in your power with your solar plexus. Look, I love that we have like, so we have the 2 root, we have heart, we have solar plexus. Like you're feeling very grounded. You're feeling very heart centered. You're also feeling very powerful. Like you have reached a point in your life where, like, I don't know, there's like this pinnacle, and perhaps you've been trying to get to this place. I'm not like, or you've been working towards it for so long, and it's like you're finally here. We have the Knight of Wands. Passion, energetic, bravery, fearless, confident, adventure, hero, rebellious, inspired action. I mean, obviously, like with this card, there's always like take this with a grain of salt because the Knight of Wands can be very, like I said, what was I like? It's like the opposite of this energy. So you do have these 2 opposing forces. We have fire and earth. I mean, not to say that they're necessarily opposing, but it just feels like, I mean, unless, let me get more. Hold on. I feel like I was feeling not going down the right like trajectory there. Look at that, the Six of Cups again. Innocence, playful, carefree, children, joy. So pleasure, familiarity, sensual delights. What was I going to say? Again, it's like heart-centered energy too here. So it's like being grounded in who you are, but also being able to like be carefree and enjoy the pleasures of life and have fun. It's like the two balances of like, it's almost like it feels like you've reached this point where you're like, you are adult, you are grown up, you're mature, you're responsible, you know when to do what you need to do and when not, and all these things, that gracefully aging energy that we felt. And then you also have this, like, you have this youth about you that's like your inner child. You let your inner child be who they need to be and want to be, and like you let them shine through as well. So it's like having both of those things. That's why I was feeling this like opposing energy, right? It's like it's the mature and it's also the youthful. Okay, let's see. Is there any more messages that wants to come through? Just this one. The Fool, yeah. Fresh beginnings, innocence, free spirit. That's very much. And there's the Crown energy. Very, very much about, yeah, see, desire to start. Like I was talking about, this like being in the unknown. Here's the Aquarius energy as well. We also have a lot of Leo. We have 20 degrees here, Leo, and then we have Leo, Leo. The sun is Leo energy. And Leo and Aquarius are opposites. It says, I look forward to a new beginning and journey. Yeah, so you're starting off on something brand new, even if it's pretty scary for you. Okay, the Temperance card came out. And the Four of Wands. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me see if you can see this. Yeah, I guess you can see all those. Okay, perfect. Let me move that up. So there's still some like indecision or like, again, the opposing forces. You're coming to a crossroads. Like you may not be in this energy yet, but you may be approaching this energy, or you're in this energy where you're like at a crossroads, and maybe it's like there's some things from your past that you're like, that would be the devil energy too, like that you're saying no to. But then like it's so funny because like all of the other cards say yes, except for this one says maybe. So it's like all these yeses, all of these like green light go, all of these, this is what I want, this is what I desire, this is what makes me happy, this is what excites me, this is what makes me feel balanced. And then there's like the one no, yet it's a very it's the thing that you want to say no to, but you're having a really hard time saying no to it. So that's the indecision. The Libra energy, the third eye, the Moon energy. Does it say I enjoy every moment of my life? So what the advice, this one says, I can manage my needs and resources wisely to create harmony. Yeah, like you realize you don't need anybody. The and it's okay to not need anybody. That is actually the best place to be in, because then you want and you desire instead of need. You've gotten to this place where you can emotionally regulate. You can fully take care of yourself on your own, and that then frees up space for you to be able to take care of other people, but also to ask for your needs to get met, because you know what those needs are and you know how to meet them. And you can literally tell somebody, this is what I need. Can you do this for me? I digress. I was on like another tangent and I completely went on to another one, didn't I? um, so it's like being in the energy that makes you feel alive, that makes you feel happy and joyful and successful and fun, and that's in your truth. And those are the situations and the people you want to go towards. There's just this one, it seems like there's just this one energy that you're having a hard time letting go of. So maybe we could just pull cards. Like, what is this? What is this one energy and how can we let it go? Let's see. I'm hearing it's like a habit. Manifestation, creativity, desire, willpower, resourceful, the art of communication. I'll try my best to reach my goal. Very Virgo. Virgo energy can be a little too analytical, a little too two cups. So it definitely feels like there's a relationship of some sort that you're in that you may need to leave. Entanglements, shared understanding. It's somebody that you've already created something with, and I feel like you feel stuck though. Because it could also be a business partnership, a friendship. It can be, it doesn't have to be romantic, but take it as it resonates for you. Four of Pentacles, yeah. A need for control, frugality, saving money, blocking change, fear of change, hoarding, and greed. The No card, yeah. Capricorn energy. In Capricorn season, you're going to realize what you need to say no to. Throat chakra is coming through twice, so that's needing to speak your truth. I just feel like there's you're realizing this thing that you've already committed to, you're realizing is not actually going to help me reach the goals that I want in my life. And it has some kind of control over you, and it could have to do with because you have a monetary tie to it, right? Could have a business partnership, or it's a marriage, or you just have assets with somebody, or children, or things like that, and you're having a really hard time letting go of it because of those reasons, because it's there's this dependency. So what's the advice? Kind of Wands. I'm gonna see what this says in reverse. Release, too much responsibility, breakdown, lacking the will to go on, collapse, downfall, procrastination. Yeah. And then responsibility, duty, feeling burdened, exhausted, struggles, hard work, losing concentration. I mean, either way, it's something have to do with your root chakra. So again, it's going to be work, it's going to be a relationship, it's going to be a home of some sort, some kind of foundation. So that's why it's difficult to let go of. Because you have some kind of tie there, emotional and physical tie. When I say physical, I mean a home, assets, money, children, things like that. Cancer energies here. Ambition, direction, willpower, control. This is getting back into your control, feeling in control, self-discipline, focus, determination. The advice is for you to realize that you're feeling burdened. And it's almost like you just need to admit to yourself, I'm feeling burdened by this. And I need to get back control of my life. I need to start moving forward. Maybe you stopped focusing on your goals because of this other person that maybe is dependent on you, but then they also then created a dependency for you on them because of it. An example I'm hearing is you gave up your job or you stopped working full time so you could stay home with the kids, or and the other person's you're now financially dependent on that person because you're not working, right? So something like that. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but you get what I'm saying. So because they were dependent on you, they then created a dependency for you on them. And that's what you are letting go of. Knight of Wands. Again, it's there's something calling you towards, or even I'm noticing this person's going toward that person while they are carrying these 10 wands, and this one just has the one. It's there might be somebody around you who inspires you to take action and kind of shows you that this is happening. Whether it's just you're just watching this other person, or it's a friend or a colleague or, someone that you meet, maybe a new romantic partner. I don't know, something like that. Says, I am ready for the challenges ahead. Yeah, like there's something about this other person or this situation, another situation, whether it's like a home, a new job opportunity, a chance to be with somebody else, like puts you into this like inspired action kind of. I'm ready for the challenges ahead. Like I can take on these challenges. Like you just need to get reacquainted with your power here. Yeah, King of Cups again. Aquarius, Pisces. And let's get one more. Financial loss struggle. You are afraid, and it could also be somebody's financially dependent on you. Could be that as well. You're afraid to do this to somebody or to be in this, like, look, unemployment, recession, insecurity, isolation. You know that there's going to have to be a loss of some kind. Again, all of these yeses, except for these, there's no's down here, but all of that, look, the no, the things that make you feel guarded, the thing that makes you feel like, oh, I'm afraid to change this, or this person's afraid to change, the thing that makes you feel overburdened, exhausted, the things that make you feel like you struggle, like insecurity, that have maybe caused some emotional loss or struggle for you. Those are the things to say no to. You want to say yes to all the other things, the creativity, the desire, willpower, the art of communication, attraction, romantic, shared understanding, right? Ambition, direction, willpower, control, self-discipline, focus, determination, passion, energy, bravery, fearless, confident, inspired action, kindness, wisdom, like all, like you're really being called to see how things and situations and people make you feel rather than like, oh, but I've committed to this, right? It's like, no, you can if it's no longer serving your highest good, you don't have to remain committed to it. You can change it. It's okay to change your mind, right? And you have to honor yourself for your future. You have to make decisions now. For that perfect timing. You have to make decisions now to shape your future. So you're going to be faced with some difficult things. Look at that perfect timing, take action. So there is going to be a perfect timing in which action, like this card is about it's unlikely to happen the way you believe it's going to happen. Again, that's being in the unknown, allowing that to take place. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. You're ready. And no need to worry. Okay, one more just for balance. Improving health. Yeah, so this is you. All of these decisions that you're making are for your own highest and best good. And that should be your focus. Not everybody else, not how it's going to affect everybody else, but it is good to care about that. But if your own well-being is being put on the back burner, it's time to put yourself first again. And the most self-loving thing you can do, and the most loving thing you can do sometimes, is to reflect back to somebody, hey, we are codependent. We are being dependent on each other, not in a good way, right? We're not being interdependent. We are being codependent. And if you need to do that for yourself, that means the other person needs to hear it as much as it's going to hurt them or could hurt them, or, what they want to tell you is that you're ready to make this change. You're ready to improve yourself here, your mental health, emotional health, and there's no need to worry. So I'm going to leave it there. If you guys would like your own reading with me, I am offering some discounted e-gift cards at the moment, 25% off a regular price session with me until the 31st of December. So that link is below if you want to buy it for somebody or for yourself, and you can use it at any time. But the 25% off is only until the 31st. So get on that if you would like to have a reading or a session with me. Follow me on Instagram at Bethany Empowers or Bethany Empowers Tarot. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. I love hearing from you guys. And until next time, I will see you again soon. Bye.